Hello guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm so excited about today because it is weigh-in day. I weighed myself this morning and I'm about to give you my week 3 results. Super excited. I'm also gonna chat a little bit about food addiction, how it feels to actually have a food addiction, my personal experience, of course. So stay tuned. All right, guys, first things first, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. This will let me know that you want to continue seeing these videos that I'm posting. This is my 1-year transformation. I want to lose 100 pounds and I'm taking you guys along the ride with me. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my videos. Also hit that bell so the notifications are turned on. Secondly, I always have to say this, I hate saying it, but I'm not a doctor or a medical professional, so I have no medical advice for you. This channel is just based off of my personal experience on weight loss, my thoughts, opinions on everything related to weight loss. So if you do have any questions, please consult your doctor. So I do have to say my shirt, keep calm and love John Ritter. I am a John Ritter fan. My husband actually bought this shirt for me a while ago and I totally forgot I had it. So I'm like, I'm totally wearing this. I just said totally twice. I'm wearing this for my video today. So love John Ritter. Terrible, terrible loss in this world. And I miss him so much, even though I get to see him on TV all the time. But yeah, Three's Company fan. I actually have another shirt that says Regal Beagle. So doesn't fit me right now, too tight, but you know what? It's gonna fit. All right, guys, so week 3 results are in. My goal for this week was to be in the 270s. I was 280 last week. And so I stepped on the scale this morning and I was 276. I lost 4 pounds this week. What? That's awesome. I lost 4 pounds. So one thing I did want to mention is that I'm obsessed with the scale. I weigh myself every single day. And right now it's fun. I'm dropping weight pretty quickly. So it's fun watching that number go down. But yesterday I hopped on the scale and I was 275. So I had lost 5 pounds. Weigh-in day, of course, I went back up to 276. Completely normal. You're gonna fluctuate throughout the week. But that's my point. Like, I could get discouraged and be like, oh, crap, I lost 5 pounds this week, not 4. No, I'm gonna celebrate that 4. I'm not going to let that discourage me. If I wanna step on the scale every single day, then I have to be prepared that that number is going to change and my weight is going to fluctuate. And that scale does not define me. It does not define my journey. So I'm gonna celebrate every pound lost, no matter how fast, how slow I go. So if you are someone like me and you are obsessed with the scale, just know that you can be obsessed with the scale if you don't let it distract you, if it doesn't cause you to derail. So if it does, if you know that you're gonna get discouraged, if you see your weight go back up and it's gonna cause you to cheat, then don't weigh yourself every day. Weigh yourself weekly. Even if that discourages you, weigh yourself monthly. If that discourages you, stay off the scale. It's not important. The scale doesn't define you. This is your journey of getting healthy, losing weight, and finding who you really are. It doesn't matter what that scale says. Focus on how you feel. Focus on how your clothes are fitting. Don't focus on anything else. You know if you did good. You know if you did bad. So focus on that only. So I've lost 15 pounds in 3 weeks. That's an average of 5 pounds a week right now. I am so happy with that. And right now I'm 276. My ultimate goal is 274, like I had mentioned before, because my highest weight was 374. I want to say that I have lost 200 pounds total. So I want to see 174 on that scale one day, and I will. That is my all-time goal. Whether I gain some back or not, that's fine. I just want to see it. I just want to say that I've lost 200 pounds. So right now I'm 276. I'm only 2 pounds away from wanting to lose a total of 100 pounds, which I know that sounds like a lot. It sounds crazy, but I started this journey 3 weeks ago at 291. I'm 276 right now. I'm celebrating that and I'm happy with that. And I know that if I continue doing what I'm doing, then the weight's gonna come off and I will get to my goal one day. I have no idea how long it's gonna take, but this 1 year transformation is just until my wedding. August 7th, 2021, I want to look and feel amazing at my wedding, and I want to get as close to 200 pounds as I can. So I'm 76 pounds away from my wedding goal. So we will see how close I can get there before August 7th of next year. And honestly, yes, 200 is my goal. Really, it's 199. I want to get in Wonderland for my wedding. But even if I don't reach it, you know what? I'm gonna feel amazing no matter what. Losing, 90 pounds, almost 90 pounds before my wedding, I will be happy with anything. I mean, I just wanna look and feel amazing on that special day when my husband and I renew our vows. So whatever happens, happens. I'm happy with anything. So this week was pretty good. I'm losing the weight by doing intermittent fasting and keto. And intermittent fasting is really keeping me on track. It's what's working for me right now. And of course, keto, I'm definitely a keto fan. I love the foods. I love that it suppresses my appetite. I am in love with my Skinny Brew coffee that I have every single morning, which keeps me full until lunch. It gets me through my fast. If you are a coffee drinker, you gotta try this coffee. I'll actually put the link in my description that you can check out. It's all natural, plant-based, and it boosts your metabolism. It keeps you full. It has nootropics, so it gives you brain power, mental concentration, and it gives you tons of energy. So I swear by it. That's what I drink every single morning, and I actually have another one in the afternoon. And I look forward to it. I'm just obsessed with it. And you would be too. And so no real struggles this week, which is awesome. Just the normal struggles when I get stressed out during the day. I do want to make a drink at night, and I did talk about that in my last video. I'm not having a hard time not drinking alcohol, but I do find myself wanting it. Not every night now, but it was probably a few nights this week that I did want to make myself a drink and just wind down, and because I know how I feel, and it allows me to just forget about everything. But it's not healthy for me, it's not good for my body, and it's not good for my goals. So I'm not gonna drink until I know that I can absolutely control it, because if I have a drink or two or three, let's say tonight, I know that I'm gonna wanna do it tomorrow, and then the next day, and then the next day, and then the next day. Even though I'll tell myself, oh, it's just gonna be tonight. No, I know me, and so I have to do what's best for me, and right now I can't drink, because I know that I'll lose all control. And then it'll start with the drinking, and then it'll move into the eating. And that's exactly what happened last time, and I cannot let that happen again, because I am on a roll here. I feel fantastic, and I lost all of that bloat. All of the toxins are gone, and I just feel so amazing. My body is now turning into a fat burning machine. I am in the transition of becoming fat adapted, which means that my body is going to turn to the fat to burn instead for fuel, rather than the carbs that I am not taking in. So I know that my weight's gonna slow down, and I am going to get discouraged, but I need to focus on my journey. I need to focus on my goal. I need to focus on the destination. And that's when I'm gonna grow throughout the journey. It's not about where I'm gonna end up. It's not about where I started. It's about the journey. It's about the growth during that journey. And that's when you really have to push through. You have to push through those hard days, because that's when you're gonna grow, and that's when you're going to find out what you're capable of. And I know that I'm capable of so much, and so are you. So keep pushing, keep fighting. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about food addiction. I feel like I've had a food addiction my entire life, and I have such a love for food because it has been my best friend. It has always been there for me, no matter what. No matter how I was feeling, whether I was happy or sad or angry or bored or stressed, frustrated, anything that I was feeling, food was always there to make me feel better. It was always there to comfort me. And I held on to that, no matter what I went through, feeling rejected by family members, feeling, getting bullied in school. Food was always there to make me feel better. But even though it was my best friend, it was my worst enemy. It was killing me. It was slowly killing me, not just physically, but mentally. And that's something that I'm still trying to overcome. I still have that food addiction, and it proves it because every time I screw up and I have something I'm not supposed to, that food addiction is triggered in my mind. And I fall again and again and again and again. But I've mentioned this so many times, you know what? I keep getting up. Even though I do stay down for a little bit, I end up getting back up. And that's what matters. That's what matters, is that you just get back up. Food addiction for me, it's very weird. It's like when I'm being unhealthy and I feel like I can eat whatever. So before I started keto 3 weeks ago, I was eating whatever I wanted and drinking every night. And of course, drinking every night would cause me to eat whatever I wanted at night. I would binge eat. Throughout the day, when I thought about drinking and then eating certain foods, it would give me a sense of joy, like just comfort. I felt like I was absolutely free, like I had all this freedom. It's a crazy feeling. I felt completely free to be able to eat whatever I wanted. Nothing was restricting me. Nothing was holding me back. Nothing was telling me, no, you can't do it. You can have whatever food you want. And it was like, it was the biggest comfort and the biggest sense of joy and sense of freedom. I truly felt freedom. And what's funny is that it's the opposite of freedom. That food and the alcohol, it had complete control over me. I was a prisoner to it. There is nothing free about that. I don't even know how to make sense of it, honestly, because you allow it to become who you are. You know, I have always been food obsessed, and that has always been my identity. And I didn't get to 374 pounds by hating food. Obviously, I love food, but all of the things that happened in my life caused me to turn to food as a coping mechanism. And that's what got me to 374 pounds. I just didn't deal with my emotions the right way. I used food to comfort them. So that is something that I need to learn how to do. I need to learn how to cope with my feelings, deal with my feelings and my emotions in a healthy way. And I don't yet know how to do that. I don't know. I've been doing a lot of praying, so I'm definitely starting there, and I know that's the best place you can start. So having a food addiction, honestly, it's like you can't wait until your next meal, your next unhealthy meal, because it's not like I am addicted to, you know, salads. And even though I love them, I love fruits and veggies and salads and, you know, everything healthy for me, I do. I love food, but that wasn't what I craved. Like, that wasn't what I was addicted to, and that wasn't what I obsessed over. You know, whenever we talked about going out to eat, going out to a restaurant, I would just get this feeling like, oh, you know, I can have unhealthy foods. I can eat whatever I want. And then when I'm dieting or I'm trying to be healthy, if we talk about going out to a restaurant, my first thought is like, oh, you know, I can eat bad foods, but then I realize I can't, and it's like I get this utter disappointment. It's such a weird feeling, and it controls my emotions. It truly does. So it's definitely something that I need to overcome. And I hated being that person that obsessed over food and obsessed over her next meal. And when she was eating that meal, even though it made you feel good in that moment, it tore me apart afterwards, because I felt so ashamed, so guilty, because I knew it was wrong. I knew it wasn't doing me any good. It wasn't good. It wasn't good for me, and in every way imaginable. So for me, I'm still trying to figure it out. You know, like, this isn't going to happen overnight. And just because I have been right on schedule with my eating for the last 3 weeks doesn't mean that I'm not going to mess up. Of course I'm going to mess up. Of course I'm going to mess up, because you know what? I have to. I have to mess up in order for me to grow and to learn from my mistakes, and in order for me to prove to myself that I can do this, because I am going to get back up and I'm going to try again. But I am going to try and be good. I am going to try and not mess up. And honestly, I mentioned it in my last video, I do not want to have any of my trigger foods until I know that I have control over it. And even then, I may feel like I have control over it, but I might not. I'm 39 years old, and I have been an obese person for almost my entire life. 39 years. I don't want that to be who I am anymore. I'm so much more than that. There's so much more inside of me. Everything is weight related in my life, and I hate that. That needs to change. It needs to change. My weight has this hold over me. I know that when I lose the weight, it's gonna take some time, but that weight will be lifted off my shoulders, literally and figuratively. And that's the whole point of this transformation, is to grow, is to figure out who I am, figure out what I need to do personally to get to my goal. And not even to get to my goal. It's not like I'm gonna get to my goal and then be like, oh yeah, I can eat my foods now. I can have my pizza and my ice cream and my pasta and, you know, all the bad stuff. And candy, my gosh, I love candy. No, this is a lifestyle. This is a lifestyle. You know, not just a fad diet. It's not something that I'm just gonna do for a little bit and then quit like all the other times. This time is different. I have to do it. I have 3 little kids that are watching me right now. I have to do it for them. If not for myself, I have to do it for them, because I don't want them living the same life that I did. That's for damn sure. So I'm sure that I will have many more videos on food addiction, because like I told you, I'm still figuring it out in my head. So honestly, these videos are kind of like me being able to talk it out with you guys. And you know, you guys are my therapist apparently, so thanks. Not paying, you know. So I guess that's it, guys. Super happy about my 4-pound loss, 15 pounds in 3 weeks. I know probably the next 2 weeks are going to be a very low number because the first 3 weeks were really great. So I'm expecting a stall or a very low weight loss. Sometimes it's even a gain because, like I said, your body's just gonna fluctuate. The weight's gonna go up and down. But I'm gonna stay on track. I'm not gonna get discouraged, and I'm just gonna keep going. Also, I forgot to mention that I do have a support group on Facebook. It's a weight loss motivation support group. So it's just filled with amazing people who are going through this together. So if you're looking for some support, some motivation, encouragement, you know, it's just so important that we surround ourselves with other people who are experiencing the same things that we are. So look it up on Facebook. It's called The Shrinkables, and I will approve your requests. So thank you guys so much for following my journey. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn those notifications on, and I will see you guys next week. Remember, you are so worthy of the life that you dream about. You just got to work at it. Coffeeaholic, so I don't know what my dog's doing. And I know that that's going to slow down. So I need, was that a fly? Did you see that fly? I pick up, what do I want to say? 26 pounds, wait. No, 26 pounds, no. I'm 76 pounds away. Oh my gosh, I need to go back to school. Okay, ouch. Gosh, I don't know why I stand.